McLean County farmers faced constant change and numerous challenges. The availability and cost of land, the arrival of the railroad, new science and technology, as well as economic and natural forces, had a dramatic impact on their successes and failures. With determination, resourcefulness, and innovation, McLean County farmers met these challenges. Before white settlers arrived, this area was inhabited by Native people. They were part of a culture now referred to as the Mississippian tradition. They hunted and gathered their food, but there is also archaeological evidence that they farmed corn, beans, and squash. 500 years later, the Kickapoo had lived in the McLean County area for about 100 years before being forced off the land. The Kickapoo also farmed corn, beans, and squash. White settlers arrived in McLean County in 1822. They purchased land near groves of trees because timber provided much-needed wood for homes, fences, and building fires. For 130 years, farmers grew diverse crops including corn, oats, and alfalfa. It was also common for them to raise hogs, cattle, horses, and dairy cows. McLean County farmers have always had to be prepared to innovate and adapt to make a living off the land. Before railroads, local farmers drove pigs and cattle to markets as far away as Chicago, Galena, and even Cincinnati, Ohio. When railroads arrived in 1853, the transportation of grain, cattle, and hogs to market became much more economical. By 1860, McLean County was one of the top producers of corn in Illinois. In the mid-1860s, the first grain elevators were built along the railroads. These receiving centers revolutionized the handling of bulk grain crops by providing a market hub that was close to the farm. In 1877, McLean County farmers produced more beef than any other county in Illinois. In 1879, McLean County was not only the leading producer of corn in the state, but the country. But business wasn't always good in all sectors. An outbreak of cholera killed hundreds of local hogs. As the number of farms increased, lower-lying, swampy areas of McLean County's prairies were drained using clay tile. Close to 5,400 miles of tile was installed in McLean County by 1887. In 1920, less than 40% of McLean County farms were operated by their owners, and tractors were becoming more affordable to local farmers. By 1930, for the first time in McLean County history, more people were living in town than in the country. And by the end of the 1950s, the vast majority of McLean County farms had transitioned from horsepower to tractor power. Larger, more expensive farming equipment meant farmers needed larger machine sheds to store that equipment. Farmers in the 1990s increased corn and soybean yields by planting seeds closer together and in narrower rows. Yields also increased as resistant traits in genetically modified corn and soybeans made it easier for farmers to control weeds and pests.